Good morning. Here we are, a day in the life of my prep. So we're 30 days out, and I'm going to try to take you guys every step of the day with me today, starting out at 5 a.m. I am here and about to get in some cardio. So yeah, we're gonna go do some interval work on the treadmill, get that done so I can get back and get ready for my 7:30 a.m. meeting. So come on, let's go to the gym. Okay, so that is done. I'm tanked. I'm ready to get home, get the kids ready for school, get me ready, show you some food. But I wanted to hop on here real quick and kind of tell you what I did. I didn't just run on the treadmill for 45 minutes. For my brain, I have to mix it up. So I do like intervals. I start out doing about 5 minutes, just a fast walk, kind of warming up my legs. I do about another 5 minutes of a jog, just get my heart rate up. And then I, in my brain, try to break it up in like 10-minute intervals to make it to the 45 minutes or the hour or whatever I'm doing. But today I was just doing 45 minutes. So once I hit that 10-minute mark of a good warm-up, I went 10 minutes at about a comfortable jogging pace. For me is about a 5, and I go up in half elevation intervals until I reach as far as I can go. Normally it's about a 7 or an 8, and it takes me about 5 minutes to do that. And then once I hit that max, I come down in half intervals, so I'll go from like a 5 to a 5.5 for 30 seconds, from a 5.5 to 6 for 30 seconds, and then every 30 seconds I'm increasing it by a half, and then every 30 seconds I'm increasing it by a half when I go down. That takes about 10 minutes, but if for some reason I hit my max and I need to come back down sooner, then I just use the rest of that 10 minutes as a recovery. I'll do a light jog, fast walk, something like that, so I'm ready for the next 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes, I will slowly go up into a sprint. So I'll keep it at about an elevation of around 3 or 4, so not particularly flat, just a little bit of elevation. I'll start out at about a 4 speed, and I'll increase it about a half of an interval every 30 seconds until I get up to my max pace, which is normally between a 7.5 and an 8. And then I will bring it back down in half intervals. Now, if you do not feel like you can stay at that pace to bring it back down in half intervals, you can take chunks and, take it down in full intervals, like from, a 7 to a 6, from a 6 to a 5, and then use the rest of that time for recovery. And then if I have any time left over, depending on how long I'm doing it, I will keep my elevation and my speed the same. So I start them out at like a 4 elevation, 4 speed. Every 30 seconds I'll go up 4.5 elevation, 4.5 speed, 5 elevation, 5.5 speed. So I'll go all the way up, and once you're at an elevation of like 6, 6.5, and a speed of 6, 6.5, that's pretty tough. If I can go further, I'll go further. That's about 3 to 5 minutes. Then I'll bring it back down and use the rest of the time for recovery if I need it, or if I was able to go the full time, then I'll just take about a minute recovery. If I have any time left over, I will take it into a full elevation, a full 15 on about a 3.5, 4.5 speed, and I will do a fast pace uphill walk for a solid, 5 minutes, whatever time frame that I have. And normally by the time I'm done with that, I only have about 4 or 5 minutes left. If I'm doing a full hour, I'll flip it around, put it on like something really slow, especially if you haven't done it before, but about between a 3.5 and a 4, and I'll walk backwards just to kind of target the hamstrings and the glutes a little bit more. And then I'll flip it back around and do just a comfortable jog until my time is up, depending on if that's, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. I'll just kind of get into the zone, get a good pace going. For me, that's normally about a 5.5 pace at about an elevation of between 4 and 5. So if you can do that much, do it. If you can't, don't. You do you, boo. Whatever you can do, as long as you're on there doing it. For me, I have to mix it up. Sometimes I can do more, sometimes I can do less. But cardio is done for the day. So let's go home and eat. Okay, so I'm back at the house, and here we are getting ready to whip up my first meal of the day real quick. So what it looks like is egg whites and Flavor Gods, this buttery cinnamon roll. Guys, I don't even like cinnamon rolls. Well, I normally don't. I'm finding out I'm craving things I never really liked before, which is really weird. But anyways, so this I have found is amazing in egg whites. So I'm going to do my egg whites. Next, I'm going to do a scoop of chocolate Perillo. Already got my ice here. I'm going to put a tablespoon of the peanut butter. Love anything peanut butter. If it's peanut butter, give it to me. And then I'm also going to add, I have to have a tablespoon of MCT oil at this first meal. So I'm going to use about a 1/2 tablespoon for my eggs, my egg whites. I'm going to use a 1/2 tablespoon in my smoothie. So what I'm going to do is shake up my egg whites real quick. I already have my pan here. Lazy man. Transfer it, so I'm going to put on 0, transfer my egg whites. Is my eggs, and first meal is done. Okay, so this morning I was supposed to get up at 3:30 and go meet with my coach. We were going to do measurements. I was going to take you guys all through that kind of scenario of my day of prep, and this girl overslept. So I'm trying to get everything back on track. I went on in and did cardio, but I wanted to bring to you guys because today is a refeed day. So as I showed you a couple of days ago, I do get the 4 ounces of egg whites and I get the protein shake, but this morning I was able to add 2 ounces of banana to my protein shake, which I have already drank. And then here I have my 1/4 cup of oats along with my egg whites. So I did add the Flavor God chocolate donut to the oats, so that's going to make that delicious. And then throughout the day, I'll let you guys know what the refeed day looks like with everything else. So next week, I will bring to you the footage with Coach. So until later.